afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV, your home for Buffett News. Today is Thursday, March 22nd, 2018. My name is John, bringing you the news that matters. As always, let's begin with the daily announcements. Students, on Saturday, the Buffett lacrosse team will be holding a car wash in the bus loop to raise money for the team. There is a free will donation, and the event will go from 9 a.m. to noon. Please let your parents and older siblings know about the great opportunity to get a clean car and support the Buffett lacrosse team. Attention 8th graders attending Northwest High School. The High Steppers drill team will be holding an informational meeting for parents and students on April 2nd from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. at Northwest High School. Any students interested must attend this eligible meeting to participate. An application package can be found in the main office. Robotics applications for the 18-19 school year will be available in the office or in room B224 for students the 6th through 8th grade students. Applications will need to be completed and turned into the office by Monday, April 16th. That's it for the announcement today, Bobcats. Now let's head over to Carter and Sean for two quick news stories on the latest exhibit at Lawrence Gardens and some news about your Bobcats' favorite video game.
Omaha is known for many things, including the Henry Doorly Zoo, the Collegewood Series, and the Creighton Blue Jays. Another attraction that deserves to be on this list is the Lawrence Gardens. Located near the zoo, the gardens oftentimes will bring special exhibits for visitors to enjoy. This is the case as they are currently hosting a special exhibit called Metamorphosis. BBTV reporter Ella recently visited this exhibit to find out more.
When you think about Lawrence Gardens, typically plants and flowers are what come to mind. However, right now there's a special exhibit called the Metamorphosis. In this exhibit, we see whales, birds, and artistic designs all made from plastic. We sat down with the Gardens Media Director, Mia Jenkins, who explains her favorite part of the new exhibit.
I think the environmental message is really important, but my favorite part is the seek and find aspect. Like the coral arch behind me is made up of so many different pieces of plastic. And there's anything from egg cartons to straws to glasses that have been melted down a little bit. There's a fun palm tree on it and a whale. And there's just so many little pieces of plastic that are everyday objects that we all use or kids play with that have come together to create this beautiful piece of artwork.
However, there is a deeper meaning to why the artists Sayaka Gantz and Aurora Robeson decided to use plastic for this exhibit.
Well, the two artists that we found, that's their dominant medium as artists, as they create sculptures from plastic. But we also chose it because of the importance and the bringing awareness to plastic pollution in our environment. There are just millions of pieces of plastic that end up in our landfills and our waterways each year. And we wanted to do our part to help protect wildlife and the environment and the planet that we live on to try to reduce the amount of plastic that ends up in our waste stream.
But what can the students of Buffett do to help?
There's a lot of ways that people can reduce. They're mainly with one-use plastic items, things like water bottles and grocery sacks and food containers. There's a lot of mindful choices we can all make every day in our lives that will cut down. And if we all did that, then we can make a really big impact, both in Nebraska and then kind of on what ends up worldwide, because it's just amazing the amount of plastic that ends up in our waterways.
Signing off for BBTV News, this has been reporter Ella.
By now, everyone is either playing Fortnite or hoping to. In the past, you either had to have either a PC, Xbox, or PS4 if you wanted to play the game. However, on this Saturday, all of that has changed. Fortnite creators Epic Games released a new mobile version of the popular game that now lets you take the game with you. However, it's only available for iOS, meaning if you don't have an iPhone or an iPad, you're out of luck. However, if you don't have these devices, you can download the game and either link it to your main account or just start fresh. Getting it linked is simple and only takes a few quick steps. So Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. Why do you think so many Bobcats are obsessed with this game?
What's up, Bobcats? This is Gage, here in the Sports Zone to get you updated on all things sports. Today is Thursday, which means it's time to look back in history books and see what big events took place this week in sports. On March 19th, back in 1991, NFL owners voted to take the 1993 Super Bowl away from the city of Phoenix because Arizona didn't recognize Martin Luther King Day. Also on March 19th, back in 1897, Yale defeated Penn 30-10 in the very first major college basketball game. Moving on to March 22nd of 1903, the New York Highlanders, now known as the New York Yankees, very first tickets went on sale. Finally, on March 23rd of 1994, NHL great Wayne Gretzky breaks the NHL record by scoring his 802nd goal. Gretzky would end his career with a total of 894 goals, which is still the record to this date. That's all for sports history. Now let's check out local sports. Currently, track and soccer are still practicing and won't have any games until next week, when the soccer teams compete against Bryant on Tuesday, and the track team has a meet at Bryan on Wednesday. That's all the time in the Sports Zone. Now over to the Entertainment Corner.
Good afternoon, Bobcats. This is Shasha bringing you coverage of everything important to you in your free time. Welcome to the Entertainment Corner. Today we are going to be checking out the world of movies. The new movie Black Panther has once again topped the box office for the 5th straight weekend. But why is it so successful? We went out to talk to Bobcats who saw this movie and find out what they felt was so special about it.
I thought the movie was really good. I enjoyed it. It was intense in some parts.
I really liked it because there were a lot of different things, such as the different visual effects that they did that were really particularly fascinating.
My favorite part was when they finally beat Eric, like his cousin, like the bad guy. Like that was the best. But
I think how they added the different things at the end that were quite surprising, and the different diversity in the movie too.
It looks like the wheel has landed on Say What. This means that we'll be looking at some inspirational quotes from famous or important people. Since March is National Women's Month, all of today's quotes will come from inspirational women from around the world. The first quote comes from Malala. She said, "We realize the importance of our voice when we are silenced." Malala. This means that we need to stand up for what is right and use our freedom of speech to bring positive change to the world. Our next quote comes from famous actress and singer Dolly Parton. She said, "If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one." This means that if you are unhappy with where you are in life, don't be afraid to make a positive change in your life. Our final quote is from civil rights activist Rosa Parks. She is quoted with saying each person must live their life as a model for others. This means that the actions you take part in and the things you say have a strong influence on others. And it is important to always be a good person so others will be influenced in the positive way. That's it for the daily feature. Now let's head back to the main desk to wrap up today's show.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today, Bobcats. For more information on many of your stories you've heard and to see what we're working on for future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter page at BuffettBBTV. Signing off, this has been John. Have a terrific day, Bobcats.